So welcome to practice. Let's begin lying down on your back. Soles of the feet together, knees out to the side, Supta Baddha Konasana. If that feels good. If it doesn't, feel free to take a seated meditation. Just for a few minutes or so. I'm taking this moment here to arrive here. Arriving on your mat. This present moment. And perhaps taking a deep breath in through the nose. And an audible exhale through the mouth. Letting it go, letting go the movements of the day. And if it feels good, take another one. Noticing how it feels to breathe. Is the breath short and shallow in the chest? Or is it long and deep in the belly? With each inhalation, drawing the awareness within, and every exhalation, an opportunity to let go and soften. And these practices of awareness, which yoga is, a moving meditation, it's always guiding us into this present moment space. And the reason for that is that there can be a huge amount of freedom in the present moment. Often we're caught up in the past or worried about the future. But the present moment offers this space, a sense of freedom from all of that. And today I thought we'd look at the theme, the obstacle is the path. At the start of our day, we often set out to be joyful or to find gratitude. On some days, this comes to fruition. On other days, challenge after challenge presents itself, and maintaining the positive attitude is nearly impossible. The obstacle is always the path. So as we move today through some creative flows, maybe new postures, look for the ways that challenge tries to throw you off course. Whether that's physical challenge or that monkey mind thoughts that disrupts your flow. These obstacles are the teacher. They are the lesson. So take a moment now to set an intention for today's practice. When offering up your practice to someone you love, someone who needs your thoughts or your energy today. And that someone might be you. Let's take a deep breath in through the nose. And exhale through the mouth. Letting it go. Inhale through the nose. And exhale through the mouth. Letting it all go. If it feels good, take another one. Exhale. And using the palms to guide the knees together. Hug the knees into the chest and rock side to side. That's it. Maybe taking circles. One way and circles the other. Beautiful. Extending the left leg long, keep the right knee into the chest and start to roll out the right ankle. Maybe external first. We'll go for 3. And then internal rotation for 3. And then I'm using the left hand to guide the right knee over to the left hand side, taking a gentle twist. The right arm can be out to the side. Maybe at 3 o'clock, or maybe comes up towards the ear if that feels good. The gaze can stay up to the ceiling or gaze to the right and see how it feels on the neck. One more breath here. Inhale, coming back to center. Sole the right foot down to square off the hip. Left knee comes now into the chest. The right leg goes long, pointing the toe. And then we roll out the left ankle out to the left. And then once you've done 3, rolling out the other way. And see how that feels in the ankle, giving it some love, lubrication. And then using the right hand to guide the left knee over to the right hand side, taking a twist. Maybe you slide the right hip back to square off the hips. Gazing up, gazing with the left palm, or the left palm comes up, left arm comes up towards the ear. And see how that feels on this side. Noticing any subtle differences from one side to the other. Inhale, come back to center now. Sole the left foot down to the mat. Use that to square off the hips. Bring both knees back into the chest. Hands at the back so the knees will rock and roll on the spine if that feels good. Otherwise, make your way to downward facing dog. Maybe 2 rolls, maybe 3 rolls. Cross over the ankle, roll over the knee. And then step back. Downward facing dog. And down dog. Pedal out the heels, bending one knee, bending the other. Maybe you turn the hips to one side and really feel the side of the body. Stretches down the side of the body. Maybe up towards the armpits. Really push down with the palms into the mat. Pulling belly button to spine, lifting the tailbone high to the sky. Really finding the length in the spine. And taking one more breath wherever you are. And then inhale, rounding into plank position. So really push the floor away. So cat-like with the spine here, doming the upper back. And then start to bend the knees, hover the knees off the floor. And start to arch through the spine, cow-like with the spine, and lift the tailbone back high to the sky. And then we'll go twice more. Inhale to round, cat-like with the spine into plank. Start to lower the knees. So the knees hover. And then start to arch into the spine, tailbone high to the sky. So really push the floor away. And we'll go once more. Inhale, rounding through the spine. Bend the knees, start to lift through the tailbone, arching through the spine. Downward facing dog. Let's do one more. Oh, come and have a little look. That's it. So really sort of wave like with the spine. Beautiful, Daisy. That's it, Madeline. Start to bend the knees and then lifting the tailbone, cow-like with the spine, that big smile. And tailbone up. Beautiful. Staying here in down dog. Bend the knees a lot, which is sort of like a half down dog. And bend the knees a lot, gaze in between the thighs. And see if you can start to sort of send the belly, lower belly, to the top of the thigh. Really push the floor away. Really focusing on the length of the spine here. Beautiful. Inhale, coming into plank. So no need to round the spine this time. And lower the knees to the floor. That's it. So we're in all fours. Spin onto the left knee. So the left foot's out to the side and the right leg goes long onto the left-hand side. Right arm floats up to the sky. So this is that side plank position. Squeeze the buttocks and the hips forwards. Really opening. And if you'd like, you could take wrist rolls here. And then that's it. Little juicy stretches in the wrists. So the right foot now is at the end of the mat. Take the right foot to come in front of the left knee, mat width apart. So almost like that. I'll put my foot there so you see it. So really push down with that left palm. And then start to extend the left leg long. So you're in a modified side plank, but a different way. So the right foot's in front this time. So that's option 2 for a side plank. And it gets a little bit harder now. And then when you're ready, the right leg now comes on top of the left. That's a full side plank. Squeeze the buttocks, tailbone down towards the heel. Wrap the left elbow back, inhale. Exhale, right palm comes down. Lower the knees to the floor, all fours. Okay, so I'm just going to spin the other way for the other side. And so we spin on the right knee now, out to the side. Left leg goes long. Left arm up to the sky. And that wrist might need a lovely stretch now, doesn't it? We'll do the same on the right in a while. So really squeeze the buttocks and the hips forward. So really push down, wrap that right elbow back for stability. And keep rolling out the wrists one way, then the other. It's just that a lot of side planks are coming up later, so you know these are the options. And now let's take that left foot in front of the right knee, mat width apart almost. And then we extend the right leg long to the back of the mat. So in that side plank with the left foot there. Sometimes I call this one the awkward side plank. And when you're ready, the left leg slowly stacks on top of the right for a full side plank. And maybe we hold for one breath. And exhale. Left palm comes down. Lower the knees to the floor, all fours. Maybe take a moment in child's pose or sit to kneeling, and you can roll out the wrists. And then we'll start our flow. That's it. That's it, loves. Thirsty. Okay, so when you're ready, we're coming back to downward facing dog. Gaze in between the palms, we'll start to walk the feet to the front of the mat, finding a ragdoll here. And so generous bend in the knees, belly to thigh. Maybe grabbing opposite elbows, so you can bring a little bit more weight into the balls of the feet rather than into the heels. Chin to chest, maybe you shake that head from side to side. And releasing the hands down, so releasing the elbow, hands come down to the mat, staying here. Take the left leg behind the right, so you're crossing over. And that's it. And then walk the hand to the right hand side, taking a little side stretch. So the right leg is bent, the left leg is straight, and you feel an outer thigh, outer leg stretch, IT band stretch. So if I show you the front, sort of like that, the right leg is bent, that's the front leg, which is the right is bent. And then coming back to center. Uncrossing the legs, the left leg goes back, the right leg goes behind the left, so the other side. Walk the hands over to the left-hand side. You feel that stretch down the right leg is straight, left knee is bent. And feeling that then down the right side of the body. And then coming back to center with the fingers, uncrossing the legs, chin to chest, and start to roll up the spine vertebrae by vertebrae till you come all the way up to standing. Beautiful. And so finding Tadasana, that might be toes touch, heels slightly apart, or feet hip width apart, you choose. Take a moment to close the eyes. And coming back to your intentions here. so you can take it with you. Remembering whatever obstacles we find through our journey on the mat today, that is the path. So gently blinking the eyes open. And I wish you all both strength and healing, kindness and freedom in your practice. Inhale, we sweep the arms high to the sky, gaze in between the thumbs. Exhale, hinging from the hips, palms come down to the mat. Inhale, come up halfway, find length in the spine. Exhale, palms down, step back into plank position, keep the shoulders in line with the wrists. Your choice, knees to floor, or maybe you're ready for full chaturanga, so coming down halfway. Inhale, upwards facing, push the floor away, squeeze the buttocks, heart forwards. Exhale, tuck the toes under, push the floor away, hips up to the sky, downward facing dog. Take a breath here, inhale, exhale. Inhale, come high on the knees, heels rather. Exhale, bend the knees, look forward, step or float the feet to the front of the mat. Find length in the spine. Exhale, fold, chin to chest, rounding through the spine. Ground out, inhale, we sweep the arms high to the sky, Urdhva Hastasana. Exhale, sink the hips low, Utkatasana. Beautiful. Squeezing in the thighs, sinking the hips low if you can. That's it. Inhales to come to standing, draw the elbows back, arching through the spine, squeeze the buttocks, cactus the arms. Inhale, arms up to the sky. Exhale, sink the hips low. Inhale, find length. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift, lengthen the spine. Exhale, palms down, step back to plank position. Feet are hip width apart. So we roll the heels over to the left-hand side and toes over to the right. Right arm up to the sky, that full side plank. If you like, stack the legs. That's it. Or again, option to bring the right foot in front on the mat. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, start to bend into the right knee. We take the sole of the right foot all the way to the front of the mat into this long lunge. Right arm goes forwards. So heart, chest is facing down to the mat. Get light on the left fingertips and float the left leg parallel to the floor. You're in warrior 3. So arms can go forward beside the ears, at the heart center, or arms beside the hips. So we'll stay a little bit longer since it's our first one. That's it. Really push the back heel away, strong in the back leg. You start to straighten in the standing leg. See how that feels. Beautiful. Inhale, we start to make our way up. Drop the back foot down at the back of the mat, warrior 2. That's it. Beautiful. So pull the hips in, hovering in between the heels. That's it. Inhale, we flip the front palm, reverse the warrior. Exhale, come back, warrior 2. Inhale, extend into the front leg. Turn the back foot to the corner of the mat, coming down, Skandasana. So maybe you're here, just quite high, sort of a side lunge with the right toes up to the sky. We'll come all the way down. Option to open the arms. That's it. Really push down with that right heel. Beautiful. And then push down with the right heel even more, or use the hands to guide yourself back to the front of the mat. Frame the front foot, step back plank. Vinyasa if you'd like, or knees to floor. That's it, push the floor away, find length in the spine and up dog, and chin to chest, rounding through the spine, downward facing dog. Inhale, coming into plank position. And rolling the heels over to the left-hand side. Sorry, right-hand side this time. That's it, right-hand side this time. Left arm up. An option to bring the left foot in front, or you're in a full side plank. Squeeze inner thighs, tailbone down towards the heel. Inhale, exhale. Start to bend into the left knee. Maybe you slide the foot on the inside of the right leg. And you step the left foot forwards. That's it. Left arm reaches forwards. Get light on the right palm and float the right leg parallel to the floor. Arms can go beside the ears, palms at the heart center, or one palm on the belly, one palm on the lower back. Flex at the ankle, point the toe down. Get engagement in that back leg. So the hips are square, side by side. Imagine you've got a tray of, I don't know, drinks perhaps on the lower back, on the spine. Take a breath here. Exhale. Inhale, start to make your way up. Drop the right foot at the back of the mat. Open up into warrior two. Adjust if you need to. Might not land always where you want it to. Pull the hips in, hovering the hips in between the heels. Gazing down that front palm. Inhale. Flip the front palm, reverse the warrior. Beautiful. Exhale, come back. Warrior two. Straighten into the front leg, bend into the back knee. So turn the toes outwards slightly when we come down. Maybe you're here, left toes to the sky, or you come all the way down, opening the arms. That's it. Taking one more full breath, really push down with that left heel. And we use the strength of that left leg to meander to the front, to frame the front foot. Step back, plank. Vinyasa if you like, or skip it and we meet in downward facing dog. Inhale, upward facing, squeeze the buttocks, wrap the elbows back, shoulder blades together, chin to chest, rounding through the spine, downward facing dog. 5 breaths there, or maybe if you need child's pose, go ahead, honoring your energy today. Beautiful. So we'll add on in the next flow. Inhale, come up high in the toes. Exhale, bend the knees, look forward, step or float the feet to the front of the mat. Find length in the spine. Exhale, round, chin to chest. And then inhale, sweep the arms high to the sky. Utkatasana, so hips low here. Chair pose. Ribcage in. And maybe that tucks the tailbone down slightly so you can sink a little bit lower. Exhale. Inhale, come to standing, draw the elbows back, arching through the spine, squeeze the buttocks. Inhale, reach the arms up. Exhale, sink the hips low, Utkatasana. Inhale, find length. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift, find length. Exhale, palms down. Keep the shoulders in line with the wrists as you step back, plank. Again, knees to floor, maybe Vinyasa. Inhale, upward facing, push the floor away, find length between the shoulders and the ears. That's it, chin to chest. You roll over the toes to downward facing dog. Inhale, shifting into plank position. Roll the heels over to the left, toes to the right, right arm up. So side plank. That's it. Right leg on top of the left, wrap the left elbow back. This time, bend into the right knee, bring the right hand to the right knee, hold on to the knee. That's it. Again, just an option. And then slowly, with the hand on the knee, take the right foot to the front of the mat. That's it, you're in that lunge. Release the arm forwards. Get light on the left palm. We float the left leg parallel to the floor. Warrior three. Won't stay here long. Exhale. Inhale, start to make your way up, drop the back foot down, warrior two. That's it. Inhale, flip the front palm, reverse. And exhale, come back, warrior two. Inhale, extend into the front leg, bend into the back knee, Skandasana. That's it. So I'm gonna come, which way am I? That's it, Skandasana. Beautiful. So adding on here, inhale, push down with that right heel to come back up, pivot on the back foot, high lunge, turn to the right hand side, left arm up to the sky. So exalting a crescent lunge. So crescent lunge with a twist, left arm up. Oh, beautiful. That's it, my loves. Taking one more full breath here. With this twist now, exhale, left palm down, right arm up, simple twist. Turn all the toes to the right hand side. Find that awkward side plank. That's it. And then bringing the right leg on top of the left, full side plank. Wrapping the left elbow back. Right palm comes down to the mat now, full plank. Float the right leg. And we're coming all the way down to the belly. all the way down to the belly. Bend into the right knee, heel to the buttocks. Push down with the right palm, roll over to the left-hand side. Push down with the ball of the right foot and the left palm. Inhale, sweep the right arm up to the sky. So wild thing here. That's it. Drawing the right elbow back, squeeze the buttock, sending the heart up towards the sky. Taking one more full breath. Inhale, start to make your way back to plank. Maybe three-legged vinyasa if you'd like, or your regular vinyasa, absolutely fine. Downward facing dog. Again, options are there, you choose. You choose whether to take a challenge or just stick with the previous flow. Downward dog. Okay, let's go to the left side. I'm going to get confused on the side of my mat in a minute. Inhale, coming into plank. Rolling the heels over to the right-hand side, left palm up. That's it, I got it right. Right elbow wrapped back. Bend into the left knee, left hand comes on the knee. And holding here for a while. And slowly now take the left foot to the front of the mat. So guide, holding onto the knee, we step forwards. And release the left arm forwards, get light on the right fingertips and float the right leg parallel to the floor. See what feels good. Either you flex at the ankle, pointing down, or the toes pointing back. See what feels good for you. Inhale, we start to make our way up. Drop the back foot down, warrior two. Hold the hips in, hovering in between the heels. Inhale, flip the front palm, reverse. And exhale, coming back. Inhale, extending into the front leg, bend into the back knee, Skandasana. Maybe just a side lunge. Beautiful. Push down the left heel, inhale, meander to the front, right palm down, left arm up. Simple twist, push the back heel away. Now turn all the toes to the left-hand side, coming to the outside edge. And maybe now the left leg comes on top of the right, full flat side plank. Maybe you float the left leg a little bit away from the right leg. And exhale, left palm comes down. We're in a plank position. Float the left leg, so three-legged plank. Lower all the way down. Belly and chest come down to the mat. Bend into the knee, left knee, heel to the buttocks. Push down the left palm, roll over to the right side. And with those points of contact, a right heel or outside edge of right foot, ball of the left foot, push down the right palm, inhale to lift up. Squeeze the buttock, left elbow draws back, cactusing the arm, chest up towards the sky. Opening the heart. Start to make your way through a side plank perhaps. And then vinyasa, so three-legged vinyasa if you'd like, or straight to down dog, you decide. See how much energy you feel today. Then we all meet either in down dog, child's pose, or perhaps if you'd like to have a little bit more fire, wrap the elbows down, lower the forearms to the floor, parallel the dolphin, or maybe float, hover the forearms for turbo dog. Beautiful. So the second part, third part coming up. One more full breath wherever you are. Exhale. Come back to down dog. Inhale, come high on the toes. Exhale, bend the knees, look forward. Maybe a challenge to hop to the front of the mat. Or floating, find length when you get there. Exhale, fold, rounding chin to chest. Grounding down, inhale, sweep the arms up, hips low, Utkatasana. Beautiful. Squeezing inner thighs, maybe you sink a little bit lower. Heart still forwards, maybe lift the gaze in between the palms, see how that feels. Inhale comes to standing, exhale, draw the elbows back, squeeze the buttock, opening through the heart. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, sink the hips low. Utkatasana. Inhale, find length in the spine. Exhale, forward fold, belly to thigh. Chin to chest. Inhale, find length. Exhale, palms down, step, or maybe this time jump back to chaturanga or hop back. Again, stepping back to plank, then chaturanga is fine too. Wrap the elbows back, broaden through the collarbones, chin to chest. Pull the toes forward, hips up to the sky, downward facing dog. Inhale, coming into plank. Heels over to the left-hand side, toes to the right side plank. Right leg on top of the other. So you have the option either just to step forwards in a second or bend the knee. Option 3, I'm going to show you now. Wrapping the left elbow back for stability. Start to bend into the knee. Maybe the peace fingers, right peace fingers around the big toe. Oh, that's it. And then slowly now, baby, you take the sole of the right foot all the way to the front and then bend into the knee. Again, you can hold on to the knee. Don't worry, just make it playful. Right arm forwards and then float the left leg parallel with the floor. Again, palms at the heart center, up, belly and thigh, belly and hip rather. One more full breath here. Exhale. Inhale, start to make your way up, back foot all the way down, warrior 2. That's it, my loves. Inhale, flip the front palm, reverse. Exhale, come back. Inhale, extend into the front leg, turn the toe, and Skandasana. Exhale. Right heel digs down into the mat. Inhale, meander to the front. Beautiful. Left palm down, right arm up. Simple twist. Push the heel away. That's it. Turn all the toes to the right-hand side. Again, you might want to walk that right foot down a little bit to that awkward side plank. Beautiful. Left leg, right leg, sorry, on top of the left. And we come down for full plank or 3-legged plank. And lower all the way down. Oh. Bend into the knee. Bend into that right knee, heel to the buttocks. Roll over to the left side. Again, push down, ground down, so rooting to rise, yielding into the mat. Heart up. Maybe the hand, the right hand, reaches towards that right heel. It may not touch, absolutely fine. Just sort of the sensation of the hand going there. Beautiful. Okay, adding on here. Right foot back to the front of the mat, into that long lunge. Right arm is forwards. That's it. I'm going to step the left foot through in between the left hand and the right leg. I'm coming to seated. Whoa. Navasana, boat pose. Yes. Losing my earpiece. Find Navasana, boat pose. We lower to half boat, Ardha Navasana. Inhale to lift back up, bend into the right knee. Right hand, left hand catches the right foot. That's it. Lower down. And coming up, bend into the right knee, left hand gaps the foot. Almost like that. That's it. One more time. Left hand, right foot. Then lower that right foot down so the heel's just behind the right buttock. Push down with the right heel. Inhale will come up. So we might have to use our hands. Come all the way up. Push down with the left heel to come all the way up. Hug the right thigh into the chest. Yes. And then step that right leg behind the left. Forward fold. Yes, forward fold. So you've done this one before. Walk the hands over to the left-hand side, chin to chest. It's a lovely IT band stretch. Stretch into the hips. The right side of the lower back, perhaps. Beautiful. And then slowly coming back to center. Uncrossing the legs. And find the legs hip width apart. Lower the hips down. Find a Yogi Squat Malasana. Option to stay here, reaching the arms forward, or you have the option here to bring the palms down, hips up to the sky, and take crow pose. So with crow, palms are down, shoulder width apart. Legs are just sort of in line. I'm going to show you at 45 degrees perhaps. And then start to bend into the elbows, making a shelf for the knees. Lift the heels off. So the knees are at the tricep or towards the armpit. Start to just lean forwards onto it. And the gaze is sort of like a third point where the palm would be making a little triangle. So try to find sort of that little biting point. When you find balance, pull belly in. When you find that point, then maybe float the feet, then bring the heels towards the buttocks, pushing the floor away. Keep trying to lift the hips high to the sky. And that's an option. We've got another chance as well in our next round. So again, this obstacle here. Notice what's going on in the mind here as we move into this pose, whichever one you decide. Is it hard to stay in the pose? Is it physically or is it mentally? Okay. So wherever you are, letting go now. So if you're in crow, you could always jump back. If you're in squat, actually we'll all step back. We'll all shoot the legs back. Plank position. Maybe take a vinyasa or hips up to the sky, straight to downward facing dog. That's it, my loves. Chin to chest, rounding through the spine, downward facing dog. Inhale, coming into plank. So just the other side. Rolling the heels over to the right hand side. I'm going to come this way. So I see you, you see me, I see you. That's it. Again, you have the option on this side. Start to squeeze the buttocks, tailbone down. Float the left leg. Maybe you catch the big toe with the peace fingers. Left big toe. You start to straighten into the leg or keep the leg bent. And then start to take the sole of the left foot to the front of the mat. Bend into the knee. Yes, release the toe. Left arm forwards, get light on the right hand. And we float, warrior three. Exhale. Inhale to make your way up. Right foot to the back of the mat, warrior two. So inhale, flip the front palm, reverse, warrior. Exhale, come back. Inhale, extend into the front leg. Back foot turns out. Side lunge, left toes up to the sky, or Skandasana. That's it. Push down the left heel, inhale, meander to the front. Right palm down, left arm up, simple twist. So keep the hips square for now. Push the back heel away, really strong. Pull belly button to spine, really feel this opening, this twist. And now turn all the toes to the left-hand side. Simple, awkward side plank. Left leg on top of the right, full side plank. Left palm comes down, full plank, or three-legged plank. Left leg floats. Come all the way down. That's it, through three-legged chaturanga. Bend into the left knee, heel to the buttocks. Roll over to the right-hand side. Push down, inhale to come up, wild thing. Maybe the left hand goes towards the left heel. It may not touch again. Absolutely fine. And then slowly now start to make your way back to a side plank. Set the left foot to the front of the mat, that long lunge, deep lunge. That's it. That space in between the left leg and the right arm. Step the right leg through to seated. Navasana. Whew. That's it. Okay, the Navasana. We lower down. Ardha Navasana. Inhale to come back up. Bend the left knee, catch the left foot with the right hand. And come back, Navasana. Lower down. Inhale, come back up. Boat. Catch the foot. Release. Lower down, half bone. Inhale to come up. Catch the foot. Release the foot down to the mat. Right foot comes down. Inhale to come up. Push down with the right foot to hug the left thigh into the chest. Yes. Left leg comes behind the right leg, crossing over. Forward fold. The hands walk over to the right hand side, taking that lovely stretch. Take a lovely stretch, and I'll just get water. Which way are we? That's it. Walk the hands back to the front. Uncross at the legs. You're in a forward fold or a ragdoll. Walk the feet a little bit wider to come into Yogi Squat. Maybe you stay here, or you take the first or second attempt for crow pose. So maybe I'll show you this way this time. Maybe forwards, actually, maybe forwards. Palms are down. So lifting the heels off the floor. Let me just see my heels. The knees come inwards. Pushing onto that tricep to really wrap the elbow back, like chaturanga arms. Really push the floor away. Really feel the base of the knuckles. Maybe the nails are going a little bit white. And lean forwards. So for me, I've got my elbow a little bit straight. But it might be nice to start with bending at the elbows. You feel that you're quite close to the floor. But just trust yourself here. I think a long, long time ago, I made us all do them on the forearms. So the forearms down. And you bring the knees to the tricep. And then you're really, really close to the floor. My nose is about an inch away. Whoa. You can practice like that. Let's have a look. Or maybe you've had enough of that. That's it, Madeline. Just chilling and squat. That's it, Daisy. Oh, I find that I have a good sleep when I've exhausted myself. So if you're still in crow, maybe a little chance here to shoot the legs back. So pull belly in, squeeze the buttocks and shoot back. Chaturanga, inhale, upward facing, push the floor away, squeeze the buttock, opening through the front body. That's it. So even if you were in Yogi Squat, come and lengthen through the front body down. And then chin to chest, rounding through the spine. Downward facing dog. Maybe you stay here in down dog for 5 breaths, or lower the knees to the floor. Find child's pose, but this time bring the arms around to grab hold of the heels, rest the forehead down on the mat. And take a deep breath in through the nose, and side out through the mouth. Closing up the mouth now. This allows to release some heat. That. And breathing in, perhaps to the back body. And breathing into the belly. Breathing into any areas of tension, any areas of tightness. Taking another breath here. And then slowly making your way up. Maybe to plank or to down dog. We'll bring the right knee to the right wrist, not the shin down to the mat. Coming into pigeon pose. Maybe you option to stay high here. Pulling the belly button in, hips are square. Maybe you will want a little bit more release in the front of the left thigh. You can bend into the knee, heel towards the buttocks. The left hand can come around to catch hold of the foot. And try not to turn the chest to the left. Keep the heart, the chest facing forwards. Or maybe a more nourishing option. Reach the arms forwards and fold. Forehead comes down to the mat. You choose. And taking one more full breath, wherever you want. Inhale. So make your way up, palms coming down. Push down, tuck the back toes under, step the right foot back. Maybe hips up to the sky, down dog, paddling out the feet, bending one knee, bending the other. And then bring the left knee to the left wrist, shin comes down. And sliding the right leg long. Maybe you stay here high, or maybe you come into king pigeon. You can bring the left hand to the center of the mat slightly, squeeze the right buttocks and bring the heel. The right arm goes around to catch hold of the foot on the outside, inside rather. So you have an external rotation of the shoulder rather than internal. If you can see the difference. The palm faces outwards. And maybe reach the arms forwards. Folding forwards, bowing down over that thigh. And see what feels good. That's it, Daisy. Bring the shoulder away from the neck. And soon maybe that foot actually comes into the elbow crease. Is it going to happen today? Sometimes. And maybe then the left hand comes up and it holds onto the right fingers. If you'd like. One more breath wherever you are. If you're down, inhale, coming back up, or inhale, releasing the foot. And then push back to down dog, or maybe just a plank. Bending one knee, bending the other. So bringing a little bit of blood back to the backs of the legs. Gaze in between the palms, step to seated. Beautiful, sitting at the center of the mat. Extend the legs sort of forwards. And then finding those sit bones and moving those muscles away. Inhale, sit the arms high to the sky. Exhale, forward fold. Maybe hinging from the hips, palms come down to the shins. You might feel this in the lower back and the hamstrings, the back of the thighs. If you'd like a juicy back bend, then bend a lot into the knees and bring the forehead to the knees. So rounding through the back body. And maybe the palm grabs hold to the outside edge of the feet. Both are different. Both are good. And just notice what you need. Then inhale, gently making your way up. Beautiful, my loves. And fingertips go forwards. And slowly, slowly, rounding through the spine now, making sure there's enough space behind you. We come all the way down to the mat. Once you get there, hug the knees into the chest and rock side to side. Taking a moment of gratitude for all the things you've done. Gratitude for the body, for all the things it does. And perhaps you take happy baby here, soles of the feet up to the sky, grabbing hold of the ankle or the outside edge of the feet. Or perhaps you take another twist. So the left leg can go long, right knee goes to the left, or cross the right thigh over the left thigh, arms out to the side, T shape, and drop the legs to the left. And see what feels good. Noticing the breath. And slow the breath down. Inhale to come back to center if you did a twist. Or change sides. If you're a happy baby, feel free to release or stay there. And a couple more breaths in the twist. And inhale, coming back to center. Maybe taking one more big hug. Bring the knees into the chest, lifting the shoulder blades off the floor, forehead towards the knees. Take a deep breath in through the nose and hold the breath for 3, for 2, and for 1. Exhale and open into your final resting pose. Heels as wide as the mat, Shavasana, toe dropping out to the sides, walking the shoulder blades down the mat, down the spine, creasing contact with the mat. Arms away from the body. Take a deep breath in through the nose. Open up the mouth and exhale. Relaxing the jaw. Relaxing the whole body. Letting go of any pockets of holding. Letting go of any control breathing. Allow the body to feel heavy here. Held by the earth beneath you. And gently begin to deepen the breath. Breathing into the fingers and toes. Inviting gentle movements. Maybe taking the arms beside the ears, taking that big stretch. Hugging the knees into the chest and rolling over to one side and taking a moment here. Taking a moment here in this fetal position. This position of new beginnings. And as you move off your mat, bring with you the resilience of this practice. Bring with you the memory of overcoming, sustaining, continuing forward despite what arises. And whenever you're ready, pushing yourself up to a comfortable seated position. I'm just noticing how you feel here, physically, emotionally. Take a moment to thank yourself for making it here, for practice, your efforts, your dedication. Take gratitude for that. Bring the palms together at the heart center. We bow head to the wise heart. Thumb knuckles to the forehead center. In gratitude to this practice and to you. Namaste. Thank you for letting me guide you through your practice today.